don't really agree with net zero. It sounds like a comfortable, easy win for a political party. I'm not sure how it's achieved, and I'm not sure whether it should be achieved. I want our country to have very clever people, and one of our problems about our country right now is we don't seem to have either clever, many of them, or people who really want to do jobs. We don't have nurses because people don't want to be nurses. We don't have care because people don't want to run care homes or don't want to help the old dears out. And so what are we going to do about that?
What?
We have got
to... You know how you solve it? You pay them better.
You pay them
and
better.
that means you have a more socialist economy because the Jacob Robbs of this world gradually come down and the Kelvin Mackenzies come down a bit and journalists and spivs and lawyers, etc., and you get care workers and nurses and teachers.
OK, well, that's already going on. So the situation over the last 20 years, bit of economic news for you, I'm sure you enjoy, is that the professional classes 20 years ago were 2.6 for the actual minimum pay classes. That number today is 1.6. My argument about that, and there is an argument about it, is actually, do we want that to go like that? You can argue, yes, in my own family, I'm delighted to see what minimum pay does, especially for a challenged stepdaughter, right? That has turned out to be a fantastic thing to have happened. However, what it means is that people who actually probably have quite a lot that they want to offer, for instance, those people you refer to as lawyers, spivs and journalists, right? Actually, they're coming down like that. So that's already happening. And that may be one of the reasons why people have decided that even if they've got plenty to offer, actually aren't working hard enough. Our country, our CEOs, I blame them for a lot of this. Are they working hard enough? Have we got enough entrepreneurial spirit? And if we haven't got it, why don't we bring it in from outside?
Well, and actually a lot of people are leaving the country because tax rates are so high and we attack non-doms. So the people Kelvin actually wants are leaving. Yeah,
you're looking at that very mobile, top quartile, no, even top 5%. The problem with placing all your tax hopes and aspirational hopes on them is they can get up and go much more easily than the rest of us. So actually, what you're effectively saying is you're contradicting yourself, Kelvin. No. On the one hand, because you've got this stepdaughter who's opened your eyes, actually, because I believe otherwise you would have been fairly blinkered, I think you admit that yourself, opened your eyes to the importance of good pay for basic skills, means that there isn't as much money sloshing around to be creamed off at the top. That's basic economics. You only have one pot of money.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
it is, Jacob.
That is the classic lefty error. You bake a bigger pie. You grow the economy.
Do what the US is trying to do.
There is not a limited amount of money, which either I have it or you have it. If we all work harder, there's more money for everybody. You make everybody better off. You get higher productivity. You produce an extra loaf of bread, and therefore the price of bread comes down.
Don't you? So first of all, we all agree that we've got to pay our basic public sector workers more. Right, and then you make up your pie. At the moment, our pie is flat.
But I don't agree with that. I think some public sector workers are hugely overpaid and get much too much in pensions. And social care workers are mainly not public sector. I think they're underpaid. But do I think the junior doctors deserved a huge pay rise? No, I don't. Do I think the train drivers deserved it? No, I don't.
They're certainly not the train drivers. But when you're next ill, Jacob, I bet you believe that junior doctors should be worth a pay rise. Actually, there's something very distorting. It's a bit like Kelvin's lived experience with his stepdaughter.
They're very well paid.
They are well
compared
paid,
to other
but
graduates.
when you're ill and no one else can help,
but we have to create more wealth in our country.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's where I agree with Labour. On the one hand, they're talking this good game, and on the other hand, they're actually doing the opposite. They're saying, well, actually, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pile all our taxes onto those areas of life which previously were wealth creation.